Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melinda and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. My username on those platforms is Tailored and Teal, and I will link all of those stores and closets in the description below, including my Instagram name of Tailored and Teal as well. Come and say hi and follow me on Instagram. I'd love to have you as a follower and I will follow you back, of course. Okay, so today we have one of my favorite videos to watch, even one of my favorite videos to create. Even though it's a lot of information and it's a lot of researching, it really gives me an idea of how much money I'm giving. I don't want to say giving away, but it gives me good calculations to know what I'm doing month to month, how many shipping discounts I give out, how much fees I'm paying. You don't really realize how much you're paying for fees until you add them all up, and then you're like, whoa, $100 in fees. So it's kind of cool to see what's selling for the month and what I'm picking up as well. So let's start on over with Mercari. My passive income platform. So on Mercari, I made 3 sales. I made $51 total in sales, $5.10 in fees. They take 10%. I did pay for one item for free shipping. It was $3.49 in shipping, which I did use Pirate Ship for that because it's cheaper. And that brings me a total of $42.41 on Mercari. And the first item up we have is a SureFit Twill Stretch Love Seat cover in brown. This was part of a liquidation lot that I received of uninspected returns. I did inspect it, I took it out, it looked perfect, and someone bought it for $20. Then we have a lot of vintage pins. These were all stamped or signed by the artist. A lot of them were costume jewelry. These were actually my grandmother's, and they sold in a lot for $19. And this was the item that I did pay free shipping on. Then we have a Victoria's Sport Fa La 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 Lunge tank top. And this had a really cool back to it. It's like an open back with this elastic straps. And I just thought it was really neat. And unfortunately, I didn't list it in time for the holidays last year. So someone snagged it up this year for $12. All right. Exciting stuff in Mercari. So next up we have Poshmark. We have 23 sales on Poshmark. I did $348 in sales, $79.95 in fees, so $79.95 in fees. I did give away some shipping discounts of $18, leaving me a total of $250.05 with an average sale price of $15.13. I did do a lot of extra offers to likers this round. Oh, and as a reminder, sorry, these are sales from November 1st through the 15th. I did do a lot of 30% off offers because I was just trying to move old inventory. So you will see a lot of shipping discounts and lower priced sales. So first up is a New with Tags, a New Day solid blue beret hat. This was part of a reseller box that I received, and they had a whole bunch of New with Tags Target hats. And this is one of them, and it sold for $9. Then we have a New with Tags Vera Bradley Quick Draw Blue Lagoon purse. This was given to me by a friend to sell on Poshmark that she did not want, and I was incredibly grateful and was very surprised that it was New with Tags. Most Vera Bradleys are used until you can't use them anymore because they're just very durable. But this particular one did sell for $40. Then we have a New with Tags Pendleton 3-pocket keeper wristlet in Joseph Red. It sold for $20, which I believe was an offer. I did accept it. I did have it listed a little bit higher, but you know what? I'm ready for quick flips. I'd rather get that inventory out the door so that I can refresh it with new inventory. And let me tell you, these wristlets are beautiful in all different colors. There was a teal one, surprise, surprise. And I was like, okay, I cannot buy this because I have nowhere to take a wristlet. But then I was thinking, I could take it thrifting with me, could hold my ID and my credit card, and then I talked myself out of it. So maybe I'll put it on my Christmas list for this year. All right, then we have a Genuine Kids Girls 2T Flare bootcut jeans. These were in a thread-up denim rescue box. I paid $1.50 per jean that I was able to keep, and they sold for $7. Project 62 Blue Henna Blackout Curtain, also part of the liquidation lot of uninspected home goods or uninspected return home goods. And this was just one panel, and it sold for $10. This was in one of my haul videos. This is the Myra bag upcycled leather convertible purse. It was just in such good condition. And this was part of Closet Clear Out where I dropped the price down to $19 and someone bought it outright. So, yay. Then I had a bundle of Maybelline Master Strobing sticks and a Simply Vera Wang gray studded loafers. The loafers were part of retail arbitrage that I bought at Kohl's, and the Maybelline strobing sticks was part of a liquidation lot of health and beauty that I received from bulk. And those two items sold together for $28. Then we have a vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy plastic mug. This was part of my mother's collection of Raggedy Ann and Andy items that she didn't want anymore. And this little cup sold for $8 and went all the way to California. Then we have a 7 maroon striped roll tab sleeve tunic. This was also in one of my hauls that I filmed. Someone sent me an offer for $12 and I quickly accepted and sent that baby out. Then we have a Juicy Couture pink lace long sleeve cardigan. This item I did have listed a little higher because I didn't really see any comparable listings, so I thought it might be unique. I think I originally had it listed for $30. Sent out offers and no one wanted it. And finally someone sent me an offer for $13 and I quickly accepted it to move it out of my inventory. Then we have another bulk liquidation lot of uninspected returns. This was a Threshold linen blend tufted blue pillow sham. Surprisingly, this thing was selling for $18 on Target's website for a pillow sham. So this customer, we did go back and forth a little bit on the price, but we did settle on $7. Then a New With Tags Polo Ralph Lauren blue thermal sleep shirt. I would have liked to gotten a little bit more money for this, but someone sent me a reasonable offer of 12. It was listed at 20, and I figured if I have the offer, I might as well go ahead and accept it. And the good thing about Poshmark and offers, if someone sends you an offer and you accept, unless their credit card payment doesn't go through, they automatically buy that item. It goes, because when they send you an offer, they have to say, yes, here's my credit card information. I agree that I will be paying this much. So it's like an automatic purchase, pretty much. Unless, like I said, their credit card doesn't go through, which has happened to me a couple of times, where on eBay, if someone sends you an offer and you accept, that person has to pay on PayPal, and they could take days to do that, or even weeks. And at that point, that item can no longer be sold on a different platform, and now you're just waiting for someone to pay. So I tend to accept offers that I receive on Poshmark just because they are a guaranteed purchase for the most part. Then we have a Talbot's women's sequin silk maroon blouse. This was perfect for the holidays. It was a great maroon color, and it sold for $15. Next, we have a Disney Princess lip balm kit with a collectible tin. This sold for $11 and was part of a liquidation lot of health and beauty items. Another liquidation lot item. Can you tell I really liked liquidation for a while? This is a pair of New With Tags Universal Thread Brielle Brown riding boots. These were a size 5. So they did take a little bit longer to go. However, I did list them in the spring, so also that has to do with it too. But I was happy to see them go for $13. Next is a New With Tags Christopher & Banks Scotty Dog red striped top. This top not only had the Scotty Dogs across the chest, but it also had sequin snowflakes. So it was the perfect winter Christmassy sweater pullover type thing. And it sold for $15. Then we have a new with tags Darren Collection Boho Crossbody Purse. I saw this in the thrift store. It was new with tags. I had never heard of the brand before, but it looked nice. It was made in, I forget, let me just look at the listing real quick because I am curious. It's made in Turkey, which normally you'd see like China or other places, but I was like, Turkey, that's interesting. So I went onto their website, and those crossbody purses sell for anywhere from $55 to $70. So I definitely picked that up. And if I see Darren Collection again, I will probably pick it up as well. Then we have a pair of UGG brown suede lace-up heeled clogs mules. How's that for keywords, right? These had a little bit of the Sherpa lining on the back heel that was coming undone or had come off, but they still had a lot of life in them, and they sold for $18. Then we have a new with tags Gap Factory Brown Genuine Leather Belt. This had a few scrapes on the leather, which I believe could have been buffed out, and it had one small spot on the buckle itself, but the customer sent me an offer, or I sent them an offer, I'm not sure, of $12. And I actually just got a love note back from her, and she said that yes, those items were on there, the scratches were on there, but as I had stated, it wasn't really noticeable. So very happy with her purchase. The next 4 items that we have, I sent out 30% offers last Friday to get old inventory out of my closet, and these are the results of those offers I sent out. So we have an American Eagle Zero Short Black Skinny Leg Jeans. These sold for $12. I did pick them up because of the Zero Short. Then we have a Gap Resolution Slim Straight Dark Wash Jeans. These actually sold full price, but it was while I was doing the 30% offer. So it was like I was being active in the algorithm of things. So this was part of a ThredUp denim rescue box, and they sold for $16. Then we have a J. Crew Factory Mustard Matchsticks Corduroys. This was an offer for $14. This had some issues in the corduroy. Some of the corduroy was kind of coming away from the fabric, or like frayed almost. And there was a tiny little spot on one of the back hem that I believe could be stain treated if the customer really wanted to do that. And last but not least is a Ralph Lauren pink gingham monogrammed sleep shirt. Had a cute little monogram with a breast pocket, and it was buttoned down, and it was just really, really nice. And it sold for $17. All right. So again, $348 in sales, $79.95 in fees, and $18 in shipping discounts. So then let's head on over to eBay, which I also have to switch over on my not my laptop. This is my fiance's iPad, actually. I did want to mention one thing about my cost of goods. I don't really include my cost of goods into my calculations because I never pay the same price for my items. My items can range anywhere from free up to $10 is my maximum. Normally my cost of goods though per item is around $2.50 to $3. So keep that in mind for these items. I usually do try to tell you if I thrifted them myself or if they were part of retail arbitrage or in a liquidation lot. So just to give you an idea. So on eBay, I do not include the PayPal fee because the discounted shipping that I get from going through eBay makes up for the PayPal fee and then some, depending on how heavy the item is. So I only include eBay's fee in my calculations. So eBay, I had 28 sales, $369.28 in sales, $48.31 in fees, giving me a total of $320.97 with an average sales price of $13.19. So first up on eBay, we have an Ann Taylor black satin embellished beaded slingback heels. This was part of a shoe lot that I bought off of Mercari, and they sold for $20. Next is a new with tags House of Flynn Seafoam elastic waist skirt. kind of like an adult tutu. It's what it reminds me of. This was in one of my hauls from an unboxing of a Mercari lot, and it sold for $17, and it went to Canada. I actually had a lot of international Canada sales this time. Next, we have a Madewell texture work gray marled knit button-down cardigan. I did source this myself. As soon as I saw Madewell and I saw that it was a sweater, and I said, get into my cart, and it sold for an offer of $21, and it went to California. Then we have a Speechless floral purple halter tie neck high-low dress. This was part of a clothing lot that I bought from a vintage clothing store owner. She also does furniture and other home goods. This had some condition issues though, some stains that I tried to get out, and I believe it's also a junior sizing. So this was an offer to watchers of $9.50 it sold for. Then we have a Geiger, I think that's how you say it, Tyrol made in Austria box pleated floral A-line skirt. The fabric on this skirt was so pretty, excellent condition. It had pink piping around the pockets. It was super, super small though. So this actually sold once before on eBay and was returned to me. I took better measurements this time, and I haven't gotten anything back from the buyer, so hopefully it fit them. Even if someone were to buy it for the fabric, I think would be an awesome idea. And it sold for $25. Next up, we have a vintage 1978 fabric Raggedy Ann and Andy ornament. Again, part of my mom's collection. There wasn't anything like it on eBay. It was filled with stuffing, so I put it up for $1.99 and someone bought it outright. Next, we have a J. Jill Blue Flower Boho Paisley tunic. This was in one of my most recent unboxings, and this sold in hours. I listed it and I received an offer of $18, and I gladly accepted that. Then we have a Maurice's Fit and Flare floral skater dress. Had this really cool strappy, almost web look to it in the back, kind of like a cutout. And this was part of the clothing lot that I got from the vintage seller. Not vintage though, obviously, it's Maurice's, but it sold for $15. Next up, another one of the new with tags Target items. This was a universal thread gray newsboy hat. It sold for $7. I think I made like 20 cents off of that, but I was glad to see it go and refresh my inventory. Then we have a ROC Retinol Correction Daily Hydration Cream. This was an offers to watchers for $11.50. This was in one of my liquidation lots of health and beauty. Then we have a Ralph Lauren leopard animal print scoop neck blouse. This was in an unboxing, a recent one, and this also sold in a matter of hours. I think I listed it for $19.99, and someone was watching it, and I gave them an offer for $14.50, and they accepted it. Next up is a new with tags icing mint jade green geometric flower statement necklace. I think this was like a freebie from one of my unboxings that I got a while ago from a reseller lot, and I think the price tag on it was like $21.99. So I sent out an offer of $8.50 and someone accepted. Then we have a Bobo. I don't really know how to say that. It's probably Bobo, because like Bo, like your boyfriend. Okay. So Bobo, red floral elastic waist circle skirt. I've had this in my closet for a very long time. It was part of a mystery box that was sold on Poshmark and advertised through Instagram. It sold for $10. I was happy to see it go, and this skirt also went to Canada. Then we have a Studio Works Petites blue knit sleeve, long sleeve sweater. It did have a very small spot on one of the sleeves, but that didn't stop the customer from purchasing it, and I sent them an offer of $12, and they accepted. And then we have a chevron knit overlay lined boho dress. So this dress was interesting. I got it as part of the clothing lot from the vintage seller. It had no brand tag. I don't know why I'm pointing like this. It had no brand tag, it had no size tag, and it had no fabric tag. So I really had nothing to go off of besides me trying it on, measuring it, and just describing it as best as I could. I knew that it would sell because it's beautiful, but this dress was incredibly long. It was like 61 inches long. It was, on me, I'm short, it was like a long train. So hopefully the person that purchased it for $15 was really tall, or they could have had it altered. Next up is a new with tags, lot of Tommy Hilfiger blue and green Henley shirts. These were given to me for free and they sold for $30. And I believe that was an offer that I sent out. And we have a Banana Republic peep toe green suede leather espadrilles. These weren't listed for very long. They sold for $18. That was an offer to me, an offer sent to me, and they also went to Canada. I thought they were really pretty. Then we have an Arizona jean men's striped grunge skater surfer hoodie, which I referred to this as hippie in one of my first videos because I couldn't think of those keywords. And someone sent me an offer for $17.50, or I sent them an offer, I'm not sure. The 50 cents usually means that I do, but someone purchased it and I hope they love it because it was a great jacket. Then we have a pair of Mia Shayna tan lace-up heeled booties. These were from a Mercari shoe lot that I purchased, and I sent an offer for $16.50 and they accepted. And we have a new with tags Forever 21 contemporary purple crushed velvet tank top. I don't think that this retailed for much on the price tag itself, so I did accept a low offer of $8. It was really pretty, but it just doesn't retail for much. It doesn't retail for much, therefore it's not going to resale as much unless it's a very sought after piece, but this wasn't, but that's okay. I sold a 4-pack of Huel Flavor Boost, and these were actually expired by the time that someone bought it. They were only expired by the end of October. So this person purchased it on November 11th, so they still were fine. And these were actually part of my fiance does Huel, and he didn't want these particular flavor boost. So I said, hey, I'll sell it instead of throwing it away. And look, they sold for $4. So woo, free money. Then we have a Milk and Choco Eliana casual striped color black dress. So I did unbox this on one of my reseller lots, and I said it felt like a windbreaker material. But then I did a Google search on it because it had no brand name in it. It did have one tag saying the size. I'm not sure if it had a fabric content or not, but I did a Google image search, and thank God I did because it brought up listings on Poshmark. This dress was selling for $25. There were bloggers that were featuring this dress on their blogs, and I was like, okay. So I priced it at $25 because there was none that were really available. I received an offer of $12 and I just decided, go ahead, you can have it for $12 because I wasn't convinced that it was going to sell. It was also incredibly small for a large, especially in the chest area. So I was happy that it went for $12. All right, a few more things. We have a Gap men's non-iron Dominic plaid button-down shirt. This was given to me for free. My fiance's brother sent me a whole bunch of clothing that he wasn't wearing anymore, and it sold for $12.79. I was running a 20% off. Yes, it was 20% off sale for 7 days in my store. So that's why it sold for $12.79. Then we have an Avenue blue signature shirt button down. This did not have a size tag. Well, it did, but I think it rubbed away and I wasn't able to see it. Someone sent me an offer for $8 and I accepted because it had no size tag, but this was given to me for free. Then we have a Willie Smith wool rayon blend lined orange zipper skirt, a mini skirt. This unfortunately had some condition issues. There were like some discoloration on it. Super beautiful. I actually thought it would be the perfect like Scooby-Doo costume. Velma, is that her name? I'm not sure if that's what she wears, but that's what it reminded me of. And I did accept an offer of $8. Then we have a Fatco Stank Stop natural deodorant. This was paleo, had a whole bunch of things I've never heard of before. It was this teeny tiny little vial of deodorant. And I got it in a liquidation lot and it sold for $8.50. I'm happy that it went and I'm surprised that it did. Then we have a Liz Claiborne Petite Sloan Fit Wool Viscose, I'm not sure how you say that. I would say viscose. Silk blend career pants. These were given to me for free, but they were in excellent condition. Not even sure if they were ever worn. And someone sent me an offer for $15. One more thing. We have a Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Frizz-Free Curl Mousse. This was part of the liquidation line of Health and Beauty. These actually retail for pretty high, but I'm not willing to do free shipping on eBay just yet. I always think that people, unless you're shopping on Amazon, people expect to pay for their items for shipping. If you're on Amazon and if you're doing Prime, yes, of course it's going to be free because you're paying for that membership. However, I'm always under the assumption that I have to pay for shipping. If I want my items and I want them from a particular site, I'm going to have to pay for shipping. So I could have probably gotten more money for this if I did pay for shipping, but I did accept an offer for $5. And I think my cost of goods was only like $1.27 for these items that I received in that lot. So I accepted the $5 and I moved on. All right, so again, 28 sales on eBay. Net profit, well, besides cost of goods, $320.97. So my total sales for November 1st through the 15th was $768.28. We had $133.36 in fees. I did give out shipping discounts of $21.49. That was both on Mercari and Poshmark, giving me a total for the 2 weeks of $613.43. So, not too shabby. I did have to put my eBay store on sale because I wasn't really getting a lot of traffic. I'm not sure if it's because of the glitches that have been happening. All of my listings, thankfully, are fixed now, but I'm sure that the glitches are probably keeping people away from shopping on eBay, which is completely unfortunate, but that's time for another video in the future. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of What Sold. I hope that you liked what you saw. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure that you click the thumbs up and give me a like. It helps me out in the long run. And also subscribe to my videos if you want to see what solds and hauls. I'm soon going to be doing a get to know me video and also a what I use for reseller tools video. I have some cool ideas for other videos too. So thank you so much for joining me today and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.